the external battles and failures that people expose due to the internal weaknesses and imbalances that people don't have within their base structure of who they are as a person. It was like, man, I'm gonna crash out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. They can't control the external physical or the external actions, all pending from the core thing that controls those, which is your internal self. The #1 podcast where people are not only good at starting the race, but finishing the race. Finishing Through the Line Casting Studios. What's going on, guys? Demetrius Ford, your host of Through the Line Casting Studio. Of course, this show is not only meant for people who can start the race in life fast, but also finish very fast as well, all the way through the line. Of course, I think this is a familiar face you guys have seen on the episode before. Happens to be my dad. Some call him Coach Ford, some call him Donnell Ford, some call him Pastor Ford. But he goes by Dad for me. It's been a pleasure to be able to have the building bond that we have going on now. And now to even be able to have a podcast station to be able to exploit all of his knowledge and also have these live conversation talks with him, father to son. How you doing today, Pops?
Honestly, pretty good.
Yes, sir.
It's good to be alive. It really is. Life is good.
Yes, sir. That's amazing to hear. So, we're just going to role play it, man, with this. Kind of had a subject of matter that kind of came up on us as we was riding up here that I think that a lot of people need to hear. Especially coming from a very spiritual man, one that is very wise and has lived a lot of life. 57 years of life, guys. He got some things that he's seen. Served in the military, went to Iraq for 2 years. I mean, this guy's got a lot of things up underneath his wisdom radar. And a subject matter today that we're having to talk about and discuss that we want to hit on is happen to be internal battles dealing and coordinating with external battles and failures. We kind of hit on a little bit in the car, Dad, talking about the external battles and failures that people expose due to the internal weaknesses and imbalances that people don't have within their base structure of who they are as a person. So you're seeing it all the time where people, they call it now crash out, right? In today's world, people's like, man, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. They can't control the external physical or the external actions, all pending from the core thing that controls those, which is your internal self. So you're seeing it not only in a church, but in the school, even out in the community now that you're paying attention to getting more involved outside of the church and outside of the schools and the community, doing different events and hosting different events, outreaching to different people. What are you seeing as far as the main thing of why people are quote unquote crashing out these days?
They're basing all their success upon what society says success on how much you can attain physically. Mm-hmm. And that's not even 50% of the battle. Over half the battle's inside. So when people can control what they say is successful outside and you can't achieve that, then you need them more. Mm-hmm. And so crashing out, I guess, is what you're saying is that, man, I'm going big, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But if I don't, then what? Yeah. You're going to crash out, all right, internally. Yeah. You become miserable, you become depressed, you become anxious and those types of things. But when people can't control you internally, you get more externally because you don't need them as much. Mm-hmm. So I've learned in this later stage of life is good internally. Mm-hmm. I'm in control of it. And that scares people. What you say I need to be, what I need to do, I get to dictate that.
Absolutely.
You know, we was talking about the value of money. Mm-hmm. I may take 10,000 of that value money. You may need 100,000. I can do with that 10 internally, man, and don't need what you need. And I'm just as successful.
Just as successful.
And you feel like you're unsuccessful because you only made $50,000.
Exactly.
So society dictates that.
So would you say society has now put a mark on what true success is as far as a monetized value? So like your analogy of what you're saying, you can take 55,000 and someone may need 50,000, right? to be able to feel whole as far as achieving the things that you can do with 5.
Yeah.
And that's based off the internal thought process of understanding the value of what you bring to the 5,000 versus the value that someone else is trying to bring themselves up with internally with more monetized value.
Money doesn't dictate success, because if you're not internally ready for the money, you're going to blow it anyway.
Exactly.
Some people can take a little bit of money and take it a long way. I did. Your mom and I raised 3 boys with a little bit of money and never wanted for anything. Never needed anything. And we're seeing people making twice the income and they're struggling every day. So not living within your means, not living within, hey, this is what my household needs, and I'm good with that. And not understand the value of what's internally inside the household, which is my children, my wife, me. That's the internal thing. That's all I need. External is like, yeah, do you need a 5-bedroom house, 3 bath, big lawn, all that? Well, I can't afford that. So now I'm not successful, because I can't externally achieve what you say I need to achieve. But inside my 3-bedroom, 1-bath house is my loved ones and family and friends and the people that make me smile, and we're playing games together, we're talking together, we're doing everything together. Man, I just feel happy and successful.
Happy and successful. Happy and successful comes from within.
Yes.
That's what we're getting at.
Yes.
So batting back off of that subject, internal versus external, what do you think is the main thing that you need to have internally to be able to bring true peace and happiness within oneself? And of course, it differs within everybody, right? Different things. Your internal, what you call peace and happiness, may be different from mine, vice versa, right? But as far as base and structure, okay, base and structure within every individual, what are some commonalities that you would see within everyone that people need to enjoy peace and achieve happiness within self?
Understanding that you only got a limited amount of time. That's it. When I understand that, hey man, I don't really know how much time I have. I mean, I could live to be 100, or tomorrow could be my last day. So living each day just to enjoy the day. And people, when you wake up, it's a good day. I don't care what's going to happen. The day is set. Internally, man, it's just how I'm going to enjoy it. You got to evaluate. Everybody has the same core on the inside of you.
Exactly.
Everybody does. Everybody has the same core, but what you build around it makes the difference. So when you're born with a core of internal beliefs. People are going to put something in you. Now, what do I add to that? So what people begin to do, they begin to add to your outside value, but people aren't pouring into your inside value.
So how do you pour into inside value?
Love. It's love. I don't care what you say, you can't give a person enough love. When I value who you are internally as a human being, in your heart and your spirit and your mind, man, that makes you want to do things externally. That motivates you, man. You just can't give a person enough love. That feeds them internally. And people don't believe in that. It's proven that you can take somebody and give them all the necessity, and just take somebody and give them the basic and love them. That person that love will thrive.
Yes.
Because those hardcore material things don't add value to what's on the inside. That's going to decay. It's going to rot. It's going to leave. And I got to gain that again. I got to maintain that. But internally, man, you pour love into them. It's amazing that love grows on the inside, and you begin to love yourself.
Absolutely.
I begin to pour value into myself, not into the things that, hey, the bank will come take away, or it may burn up, or somebody take away. I mean, those things, you can't build on that every day. You got to really work to maintain that.
Absolutely so. Absolutely so. A daily battle within knowing and understanding yourself is pouring into yourself before you even go out to the external world. Is what centers people to be able to weather the storms and the battles and the curveballs that come their way. So a lot of people fail to realize that whenever you're having a bad external day or a bad external week or a month, it may even be a bad year for you, right? Some people fall all the way off of the radar because they're not solid internally with themselves. So the true exposure of one not being solid or confident or knowing themselves is the external showcase that happens whenever the storms come within their lives. So you see a lot of people crash out or lose their mind or lose their whole entire life as far as what they worked so hard for, as far as materialistic things or monumental value things, and they're losing it all because it wasn't truly solid within their core that they deserve that.
Right. So I always believe in building from the inside out. Mm-hmm. And so if the structure is solid on the inside, whatever I add to it is going to last a little bit longer. And build slow. Mm-hmm. See, people want things too fast, and when you build on sand, and you can build quick on sand.
Yeah, it's full of dirt.
Man,
yeah. It makes things look good, real good.
Hammer anything out, and you're going to get it built fast. But that guy that's over there building on that rock, and he's not getting it fast, but he's building it solid. There's a lot of things going on internally with him. He's thinking things through. He's counting the cost. While you building fast, but you're not looking at what could possibly happen. Then when the storm comes for everybody, I don't care who you are, there's going to be a storm that's going to test what you're building.
Absolutely.
Okay, when that storm comes, the wind blows, the water rises, and the rain hits it, well, that which was in sand is going to go away. Mm-hmm. But that's built on a solid foundation, it'll still be there. Even though it's been crashed, even though things are hitting it, it's going to stand. Now, some things, he may lose some things, but you ain't gonna lose everything.
You're not losing your main foundation.
You got the foundation. I can.
Hey, you can rebuild on that.
Hey, we gonna rebuild that. Because we build slow, I'm good. I can build slow again.
Exactly.
But he who build fast, he's like, man, I lost everything, and it's gonna mess with his savvy, and I gotta go rebuild that again. I don't know where to start. You start internally. That's where you should have started in the first place.
Exactly. And most of the time, when people do build fast, they really don't keep up with the plans as far as how they built because it happens so fast, right? So whenever you do have to rebuild again, if you build fast, it hits you 10 times harder because now you really got to figure it all out over again. You have no backtrack or no track record of understanding how you got that house up because it wasn't something solid. Whenever you're building something slow, it pours emotions into it. When anything that has emotions attached to it, you're gonna remember, right? So let's go back. You got the church back home. Let's hit on the church a little bit. You got the church back home. What are you seeing as far as in-house versus out-house when it comes down to the public works of the church and the things on how you? So you're saying you're starting inside out. You like to build things inside out, right? So inside, what are the foundations of being able to run and organize and build a solid church unit so that the outside people can be influenced by the inside?
So when we first started the church and I first started pastoring, out of curiosity, it grew fast. Mm-hmm. People want to see what you're about. You're the new guy. You're the new this. And people flock to see if this entertaining, is he real, is that? And it blew up. But when the foundation was set and they saw this guy's real, he's trying to do it the right way, they began to fall off and they got down to core people. These are the people that want to be here. And so then that's when we began to build.
Yeah.
See, when we build a structure, but when people come in, the churches are the people. Church is people. And so those came fast. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, when it came down to internal things like prayer and faithfulness and dependability and trustworthiness and going and pouring into people and doing those things, where people begin to fall off. Mm-hmm. You know, it wasn't about them. It was actually about serving people. Serving God is serving people. So there was like, well, what about me? I'm like, well, here it's not about you. It's about serving God and helping people. Mm-hmm. You know, so they fell off. So when the core was left and that internal thing was set, we began to build. That's when we began to build right there. Those are the people that wanted to come and be in prayer. Those were the people that wanted to walk the streets. Those were the people that wanted to study. Those were the people that were faithful. Those were the people that wanted to raise their family up the right way. Right. So that's when we began to build internally. Mm-hmm. Now, slowly, it's been added to, but the same kind of people. Okay? So we're beginning to grow now. Everybody else grew fast, but it's not lasting. They're hitting and missing.
It's a lot of backstabbing.
Yeah. So we're still heading in the same direction, doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And so now people are joining that got real problems, really struggling, and they want this for real. Where do we go? Where do we go? So when they look at our church, they're like, that's a real church with real people, with real problems. They're not faking, and they love people. I'm going there. People that are just there to be looked at and show what they have and have a good time and feel religious, we're not for them.
Yeah.
And so the internal thing is that we built that first. Now what we build on the inside is shown on the outside because we are who we say we are. We knock on doors. We love people. We feed people. Love and physical food. Jesus, when he got ready to take care of people, he took care of the physical need first. Because if I'm hungry, how can you tell me God is good? So I take care of physical need, gets you in internally. Now that physical need now becomes an internal need, and look at it, all they needed was love. Now I'm going to pour into you. I'm not going to give you fish anymore. I'm going to take you to the one that can help you fish for yourself. And so getting people to come internally, you got to build from the inside out. Even with church, church is a business. You know, church is a business. And when people come inside the church, because of what you show on the outside, what's going on the inside is the only thing that's going to make them last. Because we all look alike on the outside.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing the same thing on the outside. All the churches look the same. But when they come inside, what you have built inside is what's going to keep people.
So even going back and forth, because of course I run and operate my own business, and one thing that I do struggle with is to be able to find core people. Core people come from being selfless, correct? So you're looking at any organization or business and any big major group, and the thing that is going to drive a group or organization to be successful is people who understand the mission and understand that it's not all about them. Yeah. So the commonality is to be able to understand that whenever you're on any kind of team, you have to play your position. Your position may not always be the position that scores a winning touchdown. True. So that's a good side note to know.
If I may add, a core group. And the core group is the foundation of the church where I'm the pastor and I got a core of people that I trust. Because I can't hear everybody and I can't see everybody and I can't feel everybody. But they are in the pew, they are in the community, they do, and I need those people to say, hey, pastor, this is what's really going on. Yeah, you're preaching and you're teaching, you see it from that dynamic, but let me tell you from ground level what's going on out here so I can better, you don't feed people what you want them, feed them what they need. So preachers are preaching sermons that make them feel good. What do the people need? So the core group started off with about 15 of them. Because I saw people that I thought could bring value, man. You can do this and you can do that, you can do that. Yeah. Well, when it came down to it, I'm down to 7 core members. You see what I'm saying? And I need more, but that 7 is so solid that they can do a multiple thing. And so instead of just having a lot of people around that don't really bring value, bring less people that can do more things. Okay, so I took what I got and I began to say, what are your strengths and weaknesses within this faithful person? What can I train you to do? What can we go get training in to make you better? That way I don't got to go walk the streets and try to find 30 people that aren't going to do me any good. I just take this 6 and we'll study and learn together and pour into you, and you be what I need until God asks. 6 wolves are better than 30 sheep. You better believe. That wolf a hunt. Yep. He's alert. Yep. Every day he wake up, he's hunting that sheep.
Exactly. And but also one of the wolves' key skills and attributes is that whenever they do run in a pack, everyone knows their assignment.
The greatest movie, and I watch it every time I'm telling you, is 300. Yeah. The strength of the group is watching the one to your left and right. Yeah. That's it. It was like the strength is not how well I can fight. The strength is how well I can protect the guy working next to me so he don't have to watch his right side. Exactly. So I'm fighting on the left. I ain't got to worry about my right.
You ain't got to worry about your right.
I'm just going to worry about this left. And I'm going to protect your right by defending this left. So your right is my left. So I'm just defending this left because my right hand is taken care of. Whenever you got to look both ways, you're dead.
You're dead.
And so in the church, I got people that I don't have to look right anymore. I can focus on preaching. I can focus on studying. I can focus on community work because I don't have to worry about all the little bit technical things in the church because I got people doing that.
Systematics.
Yeah.
Systematics. One more topic of discussion that I feel like a lot of people need to hear, especially coming from you, a very wise man. We're living in a day and age where there's a lot of confusion and struggle. Within struggle, what is the main thing you need to be able to grab within struggle to be able to weather the storm and come out better than what you were? And avoiding the pain, avoiding the money pain, gas prices are up, cost of living, all this stuff right now. So basically mini recession, right? We're living in a time right now where a lot of people are in survival struggle mode. What is your best piece of advice you can give anyone coming from a faith-based man that can help you see the light at the end of the tunnel?
Pain is good sometimes. Pain lets you know that the struggle is real. When you go through life without no pain, then you become unaware of what's going on in your environment. You need to feel some of that so it makes you alert. Pain makes you know that there's an injury. If you don't know there's an injury, you can't take care of it. You keep re-injuring yourself. So struggling makes you stronger. And everybody struggles. If I don't like where I'm at, and I find out the destination that I want to be in, so the process in between makes me appreciate when I get there. So I need it to be hard because if I get there too soon and if I get there too easy, I'll fall fast. But if I go through where I'm at, I don't like it. I came from poverty. I did not like poverty. It was a place that I did not like, and I would not be there again. Okay, I would not. And you say, how do you know? I would not, because I work 3 jobs. I work 4 jobs.
Yeah.
I work all day long to make sure that I do what somebody said they won't do. I would not. As long as I got health and strength, I'm gonna work and put food on the table. Okay. So I didn't like where I was. So somebody showed me where I could be, but there was a process to get there, and it was painful. But I'm like, that's worth the pain to me. And see, people think going through things is too hard. It's hard, so do the hard thing. The hard thing for me was not having a meal. The hard thing to get to the meal was hard, but I'm like, when I get there, I'm gonna get a meal. So I'm just gonna do this hard thing. It's gonna be hard to sit and complain. Oh, the gas is high, this and that. That's hard. But so I'm gonna go out and get some gas in the car. Yeah, that's hard too.
Exactly.
So either way it goes, it's going to be hard. The hard thing is sitting down and doing nothing, or the hard thing trying to get where you're supposed to be.
Absolutely.
So I think we're just a soft people that don't want to go through nothing. You know, we make enough money, ride a bicycle, carpool, get a cheaper car, get a smaller car. Do you need all the big vehicles and the big trucks and the big thing that gulp up the gas?
Yeah.
You know, I went and bought me a 1999 Nissan. Is it a
Altima?
Altima.
It was Altima.
Man, and this guy, that thing, I got about 280,000 miles because they was built to run.
Yeah.
And I travel in this little, and people like, why are you riding in that little bitty car? I'm like, the gas value is great, and it don't use. This is all I need. I'm not riding for comfort. I'm not riding to look good. I need to get from A to B.
Yeah.
So while you struggling to look pretty, which hurts, it hurt. Let me tell you something. When I bought my house, the first thing my wife and I did was cut down all the flowers and the shrubs and stuff, cause to look pretty is work.
Yeah.
So when I got rid of all those things, became basic. I just go mow the yard and weed, I'm good.
Yep.
So to look good and to have things is painful.
It's very painful.
It's painful.
It's very painful. Beauty is pain.
Beauty is painful, man.
Beauty is pain.
You got to keep that up.
You got to keep that up. And that is going to wrap it up for this segment. That I appreciate you once again for giving your advice. Main thing to take from this: beauty is pain. Choose your heart. Being in pain is painful, but getting through pain is painful. But which side would you rather be on? Would you rather be on the up and up, or would you rather just sit in your problems and your complaint and continue to suffer with pain? Thanks you guys for tuning in for another episode of Through the Line. Ready to see you on the next one.
Through the Line Casting Studio.